you have a question?
Yes, actually. I was wondering if you could tell us something more about Knязevский and about his work, so how it all started.
How did he start? He started to build this floor bar in Lausanne in 1953. He moved to Lausanne to Switzerland in 1953, and he could not put any bar on the wall, so he decided to create exercise on the floor first, because it was not legal to, the building was protected by the monument, historic monument, so they couldn't touch and fix any bar. He said, okay, I'm going to take this apartment, and he started to build this exercise. He said, first the name was not bar à terre or floor bar, it was bar par terre. He said, okay, let's do bar par terre, which means exercise on the floor, bar on the floor. And then time by time, we put some style in the words, the way how we build this method, and they said bar à terre. I prefer personally the words bar au sol, because bar à terre, I don't know if you could feel that in French, bar à terre is very down to earth. Bar au sol is something which more inspired actually. I like prefer bar au sol. I like bar au sol.
And how did this method affect your career, this floor bar?
When I started, I had we were in Egypt, and it was very difficult because we were all sick because of the food in Egypt, the bacteria of the food and the water was very different. So I could not warm up, and it was very difficult to do a panic class. So one of the dancers, Florence Flo, was aware of the floor bar. She knew already from Paris. And she said, Stefan, let's do the floor bar. And I started like that with her. And then time by time, when I had a day off for vacation, I really went to Paris and studied the floor bar with Jacqueline Finaire. I felt so different in my dancing, technically, artistically, because the much stronger you are in a technique, you have some freedoms coming, and then you can express yourself. You don't worry to go on stage and feel, oh, am I going to do this pirouette? Am I going to do this jump? Am I going to do this equilibre, this balance? No, everything is so there. In the class, on warm-up, on rehearsal, and then afterwards on stage, it was very different, You feel in your class when you just have to develop a certain position, you're standing there. But the floor bar gives this stability on your standing legs, on your center. It compacts you, your right and your left side. It changes really different. It's completely different feeling. And that's why today it's my right and my duty to share this experience with you guys, because you are just starting. In 1 or 2 years, you have to find a job in the theater. So maybe, you will need some help on how to keep in shape, because class after class, teacher after teacher, it's difficult sometimes to go back to the center. Okay, I write on my left to left because technique,
Actually, I'm starting my professional life actually in a theater, but I'm wondering how it's possible to incorporate this flow bar kind of every morning, but it's also hard with the schedule we have every day. And especially as a professional dancer also, it's hard. How did you do? How do you think it's...
Well, I'm personally was so passionate about this floor bar. So when I started to learn, I just did first in ballet front floor. I was not very well aware of the method, so I just started the 4 first exercise every day. I came, the class was at 10 o'clock, and the class in Stuttgart, and early 10:30. My class was at 10 o'clock, I came at 9 o'clock, starting right in time, and I finished 15 minutes before. Or time by time, of course, I had an exercise, I learned more the floor bar. So I started by learning myself time by time. But for you now, you know pretty well the floor bar. If you want to do your floor bar at 9:30, you be sure you are done at 9:45, even if you don't finish the full class, it will come back time, More you will know the method, more you can go through. And then, I was specifically doing every morning because I thought I wanted to stay in shape, I wanted to stay healthy. Yes, you need a lot of discipline, but it's up to your commitment. You need a commitment. A passion, commitment is one decision you need to have. If you do, I'm going to do my floor bar today, or maybe next week, you won't feel this progression in your body, in your technique. Once a week, twice a week, it's for me, no, I don't think so. It will be very helpful. But I know I was aware that sometimes I have tough ballet. I'm quite happy to do dark day. So it was, I had to reorganize also my planning. Okay, I could push for this exercise, this one I think to be more easy. You know, there's always a possibility to find your way. Okay? Hi everyone, I am Stefan and I am here in Stuttgart, Ballet School of John Franco, and I'm presenting you the floor bar inspired by Knязевский. At the piano I have Oksana Petrovska, and on the floor with me I have Jennifer, Viviana, and Maxime. And we started one. We take your position on sitting positions. And in this position, this is what's going to happen. She's going to take your head underneath with your hand. Voila, very good. And I'm asking, especially with this exercise, to stand up on your elbow already. She's going to pinch your shoulder together. Voila, without rib cage, be aware of the rib cage. She's going to stretch. Voila, we have two pliés, sixth position, and push really against the right and the left knee to be sure we have a nice center already, strong hamstring. She's going to take her first position, first flex. I want to be sure that you do this flex like you are sitting on the floor, like you are standing up, not sit. Be aware of this, what's happening sometimes with the little toes. Time by time, with too much canal, this is what's happening with many dancers. It's very hard actually to do a very good flex sixth position. Then she's going to want a nice fifth position or third position for Vaganova technique, voila, rib cage. And she's going to make the second one, ankle together, be sure, voila, still very strong in the center, beautiful second position, elbow, I'm very specified with the wrist, elbow, this is very important. And then she's going to start again, underneath, maybe take your lead, voila, and we're going to do that 8 times, maybe 6 times, I will see, then I will see. So, and now you're going to slide, and voila, so between the sitting position and then you have to be sure you take your stomach to your neck, yeah? And here we just do plié, voila, up to your chest. Excellent. To keep your toes together, your inside, and again, second one. Voila, very nice, Irina. And the flex, be aware of the little toes, big toes together, yeah? Be aware this is not happening. This is not a sixth position. I really specify for this clarity and quality. And second one, and voila. She's pushing on the floor also her arms, to be sure we are positioning the shoulder blade together without the rib cage, flat stomach doing the plie especially, okay? And then we start everyone. Sixth position, voila, elongate your legs, mass forward, and knee together, and 1, that's it, good, 2, that's it, good, 4, and flex, very good. on stomach, and Maxime is going to show this one. Voilà, we're starting on stomach, voilà. So we extend the elbow to the side, a little bit lower than the shoulder, voilà. Each knee doesn't pinch together, voilà. You keep the slow and you breathe out. Finger together, and it's going to do the same thing. Voilà, two demi-pliés, and here you are be aware that each demi-plié you're going to lift your knee together, the right and the left together, to be sure that the center is very strong here. For example, Maxime, show me what we should not do. Let it plier and let your popo go. Voilà, yes, voilà. This is exactly what I don't want. I want to be sure that each time is lifting a little bit off the floor, levitate a little bit, then the center is really engaged and working properly together, and then flex pointe, voila, legs together, and pointe, and flex, and pointe, voila. We do that 8 times. Excellent, Maxime. Yeah? You be aware of your technique. And situation. Voila. Plié. Voila, a little bit off the floor then. That's right. And it's working. Very compact. Yes. Good. Plié. You put your knee together, voila, relax your feet, voila, and you take your hand, give me your hand, voila, and you take your feet, voila guys, and the first stretch on the floor bar, exactly, knee together, and then you can stretch a little bit, voila, oh this is perfect, this is so soft, the femur bone, voila, to have a good turnout, you need to work your turn in, then take space, and the mobility is happening, voila, breathe out, relax your feet. Good. Left turn. And Maxime. Don't want to keep. Wow. Breathe out, Maxime. Open your breathing, do the stretch. This is very important. Wow. Good. And excellent. And Jennifer, you show me the second exercise on first position. This is exactly the same thing. And here I want to make you aware of the turnout of your center legs. So when here on first position, she's going to make 2 pliés, and she's going to start from the tibia. Wow. So actually the first position is not the fact of just bending your knee to the side twice, but really to find the turnout from the center leg, which is the peroné here on the tibia. Voilà, second and demi-plié, toes together earlier as soon as you can. Voilà. And you make for the half flex, and then pointe, and then the flex, and then pointe, demi-plié, 1, 2, voila, knee to the side, voila. Find this turnout on profile, lift your popo a little bit, voila, to be sure already this is done. Then you're going to try to do that 8 times, arms, voila, have a slight longer neck, voila, you tight your popo also very strongly, doing the whole exercise, very important, and she's making toes together, demi-plié, voila, perfect. Flat stomach, excellent, demi-plié, and toes together, and flex, and then pointe, and then flex, and pointe. Doing this exercise, she's thinking to push her hands strongly, building a strong back by the blade shoulder. Voila, and you breathe out. Okay? Hold the bar, plié, 1, 2. Good, and the flex, profile, that's right. This is a second stretch. We elongate the back, voila. Stay there peacefully, open your lips and breathe out. That's right. And starting, Elena, you're starting your, voilà, Jennifer, Maxine, you're starting with your knee to the side, démoulinez, voilà, pour le fémur also, chauffer là, le fémur, voilà, breathe out. And slowly we stretch together, voilà, breathe out. Good, Maxime. Voilà, relâchez le pied. À ce moment-là, c'est simplement, voilà, c'est parfait. C'est tout, parfait. Jennifer, un petit peu plus ici. Voilà, relâchez les pieds. Voilà, c'est bien. Good, allez, c'est bien. De l'autre côté, other side. Very good. Breathe out. So you're going to show me on first position, on stomach. Voilà, she will do exactly the same thing. Elbow a little bit lower, just a minute. Voilà, let's go back to first position. Voilà, the arms a bit lower. You will, voilà, equally, perfect. And she brings two beautiful demi-pliés, starting also by the lower back, the center of the legs. I'm insisting to be sure the calf is modeling and stretching very pronounced. And again, second demi-plié. The toes, you should not sit in, of course, yes. You have to turn out and toes together. And as soon as you can, you put your legs together to build a very strong center. You see, this is very compact, it's very good. Center, voila, very good. Excellent. Very good. And exactly same thing, and flex pointed, and flex pointed. Very good. Thank you very much. And together, nice forward, and. Good. This is absolutely there's no strength, and we let it go, and actually we could have injury. So we want to protect this low back with the stomach in, voila. And from this position, we open the legs, voila. And now you're going to do some in out also with your calf, voila. I want to have that work Because by working this muscle inside and turn out, and bringing also a beautiful turn out from the low part of the legs. Move your calves, voila. Not from your toes, really from your calf, voila, péroné. In out, there's a beautiful movement and turn out. Excellent, Maxime, voilà. Monte from your toes, Maxime, good, voilà, voilà. Good, and pull your stomach, very good. And that's enough, very good. Excellent. Allez en second position. Voilà, Maxime, you can show me the excellent tracking. Yeah? On second position, we're starting with third exercise. We go small position. So here I don't want to go développer. Voilà, very good. Développer second. Voilà. I want to be sure, I don't want to have a split straight away. No, I want a small position to have more turnout. And flex pointé, open your arms second. Voilà. And pointé, and coming back. Toes together, hamstring together, and flex pointé. We're going to do that 8 times, and then we slide on the voilà. So here you're going to push your arms on the floor, go up on your hamstring from the demi-plié to the grand, and flex, pointé also. Voilà, stand up, and stretch your toes, very good. Pointé, reviens, et en first position, and flex, pointé, very strong together. Voilà, close the legs, voilà. And then we go also, développer up to your chest, very good, flex, pointé, voilà. So show me the wrong, I don't want to split, like I said, this is absolutely make you weaker. I want to be sure it's like to develop on up to your chest, and we build a strong center by doing this to develop. Alright, coming back on the floor and flex body. Voilà, strong. Always coming back to the strong center. Never forget this muscle on the bottom. Yeah? I agree. Oh. And on the top. On 90 degrees, this is the fourth stretch, that's right. And you be sure you have also a good platform with your 5 toes. Yeah. Jennifer, take your feet on the side like that. Wow. You relax your tailbone much more as you can. And you do some small demi-plié Quart de plie, I should say. Knee together and you stretch again. Go up to your knee. Voilà. Don't push your knee back when you stretch, but you go up and keep your tailbone. Wow. You're practicing the developing higher and higher and stretching your hamstring. Demi-plie. And you go up to your knee and relax your tailbone. Good. Relax your hips and breathe out into the stretch. Big breath. Open your lips if you want and go. Tighten your lips together. Much you can. Very nice. That's not the big relax your tailbone. Very good, guys. Allez, breathe out and go other side. Voilà. And Jennifer, you will do show me on stomach, yeah? Voilà, turn around. First position. Excellent. Voilà. Tu t'envoies for your hips. And Jennifer, you're going to make a nice demi-plie. Turn out. Voilà. Be sure, coming back. Come back. Voilà. Be sure you make toes together. Voilà. Toes together early. And develop it second. Wow. A good flex 25 toes up. Stretch your knee. And coming back. On turn out. And first position. Wow. And stretch your knee. That's a flex point in here also. Excellent. And then you do that 8 times. And then say 4 times on 45 degrees. Go demi-plie. 45 degrees, develop it. Voilà. Be sure you develop your legs, Jennifer. No rush, yeah? And coming back on the floor also. And first position. Voilà. And tight this up. Very strong also. Very strong. Especially when you come up from first position. Okay, everyone? Allez, maestro. And demi-plie. Second. Wait. And coming back up from first. Coming back on line with your spine and flex when dead. Good, switch your knee, coming back on first position, Jennifer. And spin again, Jennifer. That's right. And 4 more times. On the floor. Go. Keep flexing the first position. Wait, take your center. Good. Once again. Wait. Very good. Very good. And a crapette second, everyone. So we have the same principle as the first crapette. One plie to the left, you will flex, and the right leg on second position, you will flex also. Voilà. And be sure you are on turn out during the stretch. Be sure you are pulling out inside the contraction, your stomach. No sitting on the low back. Yeah, voilà. A bit higher to have even more turn out this way. Very good. And you breathe out during the stretch. Relax it. Excellent. Breathe out. Very good. You stay here. Voila. Excellent. You can move also your calf of your standing legs. Yes. Yeah. Voila. From your peroné, you build this beautiful turnout in your calf. Voila. Very good. And you change to your left side, second position, and very nice. On second position. Very nice. Excellent. Great. Nice flex. And 2 more stomach. Voila. To be sure we want to be the strong suppressness, not a weak suppressness. Yeah? Especially for you, Jennifer. Yeah? You have quite a very nice body, but we want to be sure we are strong with this suppressness, not weak. Oui. Petit peu plus de temps dehors. Voilà. Bon flex surtout ici. Voilà, c'est bien. Allez, breathe out, guys. Very nice. We go other one, yeah? That's enough. And on first position, no split. In fact, you turn your legs. Remember, you turn your legs to the side. Well, close your legs back on the back, and you turn around. That's right. No split. To the side. Allez, you're going to show me the next exercise, Serena? On first position, voilà. Go up a bit more. Yes. And go. First position, demi-plié, and we go second. Voilà, not too large. Passez votre to the right side. Voilà. With your head, of course, I will show you afterwards, développer, and to the left, voila, and you go développer, and together, and center, and put your head, and the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5, and the 6, and 7. Right, so we do that 8 times, and then of course, we need exactly strong center, strong neck between exercise, and you go exactly, not too large, not too large. Well, I want to be sure to be able to touch your routine on your standing with strong ankle turn out, strong here, voila, both center, right and left, very strong, and first position, do that also 8 times, and 4 times developing up to your chest, pass your chest, be sure you turn out your toes, and turn out your heel front, voila, up to your chest, not sitting on your split, and propose very nice, yeah? Okay? So let's do the head now, right, center, and left, and center, yeah? Port de tête, yeah? Develop this beautiful neck position. I need that also, especially for you. And first position, music on 3 nice also, yeah? And go to the right, center, and to the left, center, and you go, beautiful, that's right. Good, and good, that's right. We, and beautiful, and continue, and you go. Yes, beautiful legs. That's right, that's how you feel. And take your first position 90 degrees in, voila. And from there you have the other stretch, and you make scarf de demi-plié, and you stretch slowly. And you, with your hand, really use your hand, take your calf, your pivot, and you push this turn out. Excellent. Allez, go, calf de demi-plié, and stretch, and slowly you develop the turn out from your center legs. Most of the time you think about the femur, the turn out from the femur, but actually the turn out is also from your center legs, which is your knee, your péroné, tibia. Voilà, poussez bien, formez bien la musculature en dehors. Turn out this beautiful calf turn out, yes. And the line of arabesque, each time you do an arabesque, will be thinner also behind there. Yeah? something beautiful in this arabesque to find out. And slowly, plie tendu, go second position, open your legs. Slowly, voilà, take your time, develop this turnout also on between position, between front and second. That's right, up to your chest, Jennifer, voilà. And then you take your heel, Irina, and you split your legs on second position. And now you breathe out also, right and left equally, yeah? Open your lips, Jennifer, voilà, your throat is relaxed, voilà, longer stomach. Just stay here for a few seconds, voilà. Yeah. That's right. Allez, together we're going to close on first position and breathe in. Go ahead, first position, flex, and breathe out. That's right. Again, turn out your toes, and guide this turn out on first position, and go. Voila, more turn out, Maxime, and last time. Voila, excellent. To profile and turn out. Very good. Sitting position, everyone. I'll take your heel, and you know what to do. You take your heel back and forth with your hips. Push. Right, left. Elongate your spine and put some space on the lower back. Voila. This is very healthy and very important for you. Sometimes you get so stiff on the lower back and you want to be sure you put some and move right and left like that. Voila. And then you put the head to the right side. Voila. And then you stretch your back. Yes, breathe out. Really stretch the muscle of the neck. It's very important. Sometimes it's so stiff in the neck. And left side. Excuse me. Relax. Wow. Good. Excellent. Up to the ceiling. Voilà. Relax your neck, Maxime. Voilà. Breathe out. And down to your legs again. Wow. Deep breathing, ladies and gentlemen. And head to your left side, and we really turn, really use this stretch to feel healthier to the upper body. And to your right, good, Maxime, voilà, tourne bien la tête pour toi. Et on stretch up to the ceiling, voilà, and down again to the floor between your legs. Wow, very good. And last time, on stomach, very good. So Maxime, you're going to show me on stomach, this last exercise on the first part of the floor bar. You have a nice first position, very important to start, very compact. Turn out more, voila, from your center legs, very strong on the center. The position of the shoulder, a bit more there, voila, shoulder down. Very good, Maxime. Demi-plié, Maxime. And you go second position. Voila, a beautiful rotation to your right. Go to your toe, voila, turn out your toes, Maxime, yes, very important. And be sure you put two equal hips, go to your left, go to your right, voila, and stay square, and be aware it doesn't have movement like that. Don't let it go. Really keep your center very strong. Par les petits fessiers, the low part of the bottom. Voila, go back to first position behind you. We do that 8 times. Then we go, Maxime, we're going to push our hand, look, up to your hips, voila, very good. Go second position, Maxime, shoulder down, be aware, bend your elbow, voila, and turn out. Go up to your standing leg with this crochet. Allez, mon plié, voila, yes. And go toes together, come back, and go back to the floor with stomach. So for this position, Maxime, can you show to the camera again? We want to be sure on the camera, we see everything. Be sure, show me the wrong way, just arch like that. You see, we don't want to be arching here, we want to pull. This is the position of the arabesque. And many teachers, many dancers always ask me the same question. Should I put my hips down or should I be up in the air? So the right position, do you want to show again, Maxime? Are you okay? Well, it's almost like you levitate your center. Then you have this strength on your elbow. Don't stretch your elbow, show me the strength. Well, I don't want to see that. It's not I don't want, but it won't be worth it. And shoulder down. It's like your first position. You build the strength of your arms, like two oval with your elbow like that, by pushing and strengthening your chest for your pirouette also. Alright? So we have that 4 times. On the floor, here. Circle. Go up to your standing legs. Turn out your toes. Good. Good. That's the right. That's up to now. Good. Turn out your toes. Plié. Oui, c'est bien. Oui. Good. That's right. Plié. Good. That's right. Breathe out. Excellent. And we continue. In out. Jennifer, this is you. In out. We're starting on first position. You're starting on the back, arm second, voila. This is the second part of the floor bar. And we go in, out, 40, pa, 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 and 60, pa, 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 and 90, pa, 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 pa. Then you need 6 position. You go to your right first. Voila. And you're coming back. Push on your arms, flex your feet, and you go push up, pop, 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 pop. Voila. And then we get to a good with a nice turn out, and you go down on 8. This is on 1, 32, 33, 34, and 5, 36, turn out your toes, and 1. This is on to stay here, be sure your knee is together here. Same length to right and left, yeah? Don't twist your spine and your hip, be sure it's compact together. Then you have a nice stomach work, you're coming back, center, push up, flex your feet already, and develop it. Push up your center, 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 center. Stay here, not too high, not too high. This is enough. Wow. Very strong here. And coming back. And right, left, right, left. Turn out, yeah. And sharp. Stay together, legs together. 45, stay. Turn out. And music, stay together, music. And 90. Up, 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 up. And turn. Coming back. Push up, heel, up, push turn out, center. Waist again, maxi. And you go. Turn up, go, voilà. Turn center, center. Go. Waist, go. Left, and you take. Left. Hips together. Push up, flex. Go, go, go. Waist again. Stay up. We stay here. And turn out. Waist again. And go. Push your head. Waist again to the right. So when we did the twist, be sure your 2 shoulders is on the floor. That was very important, yeah? Excellent. And we go on the side, what I dynamically to show me. On your stomach, yes, take your power, ladies, for your hips if you want. Excellent. We do exactly the same choreography on stomach, on first position. Yes, and in, turn around, stay on the floor. 45. And plie to the right side. So here, same thing. You be sure you are completely tightening together your center, knee together, and elongate. And this shoulder, which is the left one, stay on the floor. She twists this time the same side. She look at it. Voila, put together. And coming back center. Change your arm. Voila. And flex your feet before you develop it. And go back to the floor with the developing stretching. Okay, we do exactly that 4 times also, right and left. Huh? Be sure when you twist your head, your shoulders stay on the floor. Yeah? And very compactly together with your center. This is very important also. Master, same music. And twice on the floor. And in and out. 45. Go. Up, 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 up. And go. Plie. Hop. Look. Coming back. Flex. And turn out. Keep it together. Oh, wait as much as you can. And go. Up, up. And go. Yes, that's beautiful. And look at your feet. And coming back. Keep together, Jennifer. Turn out. Waist it. Yeah. And go. Very good. Jennifer, take your feet a bit more. And plie. Go. And go. 1, go. Step it longer and you have time. Develop together with your body. Good. Touch your legs together. And stay firm. Now you're coming back. And bring your head low. Voila. Develop it. Not too high. I want to be sure it's coming from your center, this position. What? Center. Voila. Look from it. Very good. Okay? If you have arms too too much forward away with your center, then your shoulder is pushing you, and then you have a hard time with your center, okay? Very nice, Maxime. This is your adage now, yes? Voila. You have a nice first position. Voila. Excellent. He's pushing a little bit the hand on the floor. That's right. Then he's going to press it back and pass it. Touch your toes on the side. Don't go way off your rotated gaze. Be sure the toes is on the side. And you need to make a beautiful parallel. And coming back, hip square. You're going to present this turn from your heel. Voila. Beautiful attitude. Beware of the hip square equally. Now you go second position. Stay square, stay square, stay square. Voila. Equally here. Pass it retiré. No twisting, ladies, especially for you ladies. Voila. And start 45 degrees on the floor and lift your center a little bit, levitate to be sure you refer and get stronger again from the center. Yeah? This is really what the floor bar gives you. To work like that on the floor, it gives a very strong, compact center. And then you feel free on your legs and you feel free on your pole de bras if you have to do the choreography. We're going to do right and left, and two legs. Maxime, thank you. And you put your knee together. It's going to make a little extra for the two legs. Voila. Go back to the floor with your toes. Go 90 degrees, toes together, heel together, calves together. You're going to pull two legs onto the voila. Passez retiré. Up, develop with an accent. This is 7. And you close on 8, 45 degrees, and also right and left working together. Okay? Right, left, and then two legs in. And to the right. So for this exercise on stomach, we're going to do exactly the same choreography. This is amazing how we can keep the choreography on the back and on stomach, but she's going to make a flex on the standing legs to be sure we're going to have a strong standing leg. Voila, keep this muscle, elongate here, and we try to keep this turn out with 5 toes down. So she's going to make a beautiful rotation. Voila, keep your hips square, Jennifer, yeah? For you especially, knee together, wow. She's going to reopen again with your toes turned out. That's right. Developing 45 degrees. No, don't let it go here. Be sure you have a strong. If you let it go, this is just strong. It's like you will do an arabesque like that. Be sure you, voila, behind the shoulder. Now you go on the jambe. Voila. Stay hip square. Passez retiré. Same thing. Not too much of a cross. And keep toes again. Voila. That's it. Up. Voila. And close your legs. Close your legs. And you change your flex. Okay? So you have to be aware on the front, listen to me. I want to be sure I get this correction. On the front, it's natural to lift your legs, Elena. Yes? On the back, it's not natural. You have to do compensation with the body. So that's why it's just at 45 degrees. We want to be sure we work the center first. Yeah? Afterwards, at the bar, you will be placed enough to feel this center so strong, and your body in arabesque will be equally in diagonal with your legs, yeah? Okay? So we do that once, right, left, and 2 legs twice, yeah? Flex your standing legs. Voilà, very good. Attention, un petit peu plus. Bien, non, toi, tu pars trop sur la gauche. Voilà. Pas de scoliose, hein? Maestro. Yes, your arms to go position on the back, voilà. Excuse me. And you go every night. We have a nice sitting position with your retiré. And the one, voilà. Here, and I don't go to wait. Stay voilà, before. Be sure you're standing there. You see? Voilà. Now you go, you porte de bras. Be sure it's not so automatic. It's porte de bras. Porte de bras. Elongate. Voilà. Little finger up. Be sure of your hand like that in the one. Very important. This little finger is not just because it's beautiful, it's just because it's connected with your elbow, your right shoulder from your center. Now you open again, bras bas. Voilà, with elegance. You let it go back on the floor. Stretch your standing legs and to go back on. Slowly squat close. 45 resist and 5, 7, and then the and the 1. Yes, and then do 2. And that it allongé 4 and slow. Try to center when you close the legs. Voilà. Keep the center. Voilà. These two grand battements, especially faster, you have to take it again. Yeah? So we do that right, left. Grand battement second. Il y en a each square. Passez retiré, simple, développé, and close. Be sure you're standing there. Voilà. Push on your right shoulder to control your left hips. Voilà. If you think about this side much more, this one you will control even more. Yeah? And the shoulder turn right. Allez, right, left, also en battement passé retiré à la seconde. Ok, Maxime, bien? Allez, breathe out. Find your center, everyone. Really think about that. Otherwise, the floor bar is not necessary. Yeah? Elongate these toes, mountain out in your toes. Keep your legs together, Maxime. Yes, Maestro, maintenant. 1. Oui, c'est bien. Et porte le bras. Oui, c'est bien. 2. And touch the center, close the center. Oui, c'est bien. Left, go. Put music in your body. And go. And slowly and fast. And show me 45. Because maintenant. Show me 45 resist. And fast. Good. degrees, arm second. So now we need a good push each time on the floor of your arm second, to platform with your hand. And it's going to be pretty together in sitting position. Voila, have this little push here on the knee. And stand up from the low back. Voila, you don't have to be straight and make this bubble in the muscle. No, you can stay, that was very good, Maxime, actually. Voila, look a little bit more diagonal. And from the low back, so far is elevate, you are fine. Now develop it, be aware of this little work. And the second one, Tia, Tati, can go. And come back with 5, and then to 6, and then 7, Tati, to first. 1, Tati, que 2, Tati, que 3, Tati, que 4, and 5, and then to 6, and then 7, Tati, to 8. First position. Yeah? I want really to see this, not this one fast. Yeah? Front side position, like 2 scissors together, they cross the calves together to make a nice back split. Yeah? Okay? From the center legs, listen to music, it's a slow tempo. Allez, what you want. Voilà. Be aware of your legs, stay straight. Voila. Find the center. First, 90 degrees, it is also. Voila. Arms on the floor. Enough. Voila. Push already. Place your shoulder. Push the floor enough already before the music. Mastro, combattant. And 1, Tati, que 2, Tati, que 3. Go. Be sure, Jennifer, you really go through second position. Voila, voila, the full fifth position floor bar is really, voila, this is your fifth position floor bar. And you see on the floor, if you make flex and you put your feet up, you have to bend your legs. So that's why it's healthy to work on the floor, to reach before you stand your legs on center gravity. Yeah? Very good. Allez, grand battement, on stomach. Yeah? Thank you, Maxime. Now we go to Jennifer, grand battement. Yes? Jennifer, you're going to make a nice legs and standing legs. Voila. And you need to prepare the arms en préparation. Voila. And you get a nice retiré. And stomach. Jennifer, I'm still really good. Voila. And be sure you stay on your standing legs behind. No opening your standing legs. Be sure you stay your standing legs behind your hips and shoulder. Coming back on the floor. And yes, no, just one. This is combattement. And 5, slow down, 45, and then 2, keep your standing legs. Voila, Jennifer. And again, left side. And 1, Tati, 2, and go back, split, Tati, 4, and 5, center, stay steady. Voila, and slowly, and then 2. Be sure you control the standing side. Okay? And breathe out, then battement second, passez retiré, go back to your legs, and 5, and then 6, and then regular left leg, standing leg, that's right. Now, before we start to go up, voila, you prepare your hand. Now, you bring your center up, like that, don't sit. Voila, that's right. Shoulder turn out, and make a nice oval of your arms, okay? And prepare. Now you go, that's right, with your standing legs, you go. Left side, nice step. Very good. Lift up. Don't sit on your stomach. Go. Standing legs. Yeah. Go. Wings. Yeah. And go. Don't slowly do standing legs. And wings. Yeah. Center. Go. Passez retiré. Second. Go back to your center. Wow. You have to always refine the center with the exercise. Irina, you're going to show me petite batterie, big squat. Irina, you're going to prepare your arms before. 5 and then the 6 and then 7. 8, prépare. 1, que 2, 1, 3, que 4. 1 second. 5 and then the 6. This is double tempo. Ta-ta-ti, ta-ti, ta-ti, ta-ti. Go back to your petite batterie. 5 and then the 6 and then 7. Ta-ti, the first. Voila. Okay. Be sure you lift your center. Don't arch. And next 5. Go. Lift your center. Go. 45. 1 second. Oui, c'est bien, Maxime. Allez, go. Croisez les petites batteries. 5e. Go. Croisez, 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 croisez. Non. Les genoux. And go. Lift your center. Oui, c'est pas mal. Go. 1 second. Good. Yes. Go. Wait. And. Oui, Mastro. Be sure you cross to the side also. Yeah? Not 40 the petit bat. It's really fast from the side. Well, stretching. And you have your arm second, and the finger, center finger was on the floor. Not from behind. Very good. Excellent. Maxime, this is your turn now. We're going to show some exercise. Push-ups for the balls on arabesque on attitude. This is excellent for your chest, for your posture, your grand pirouette, and your Douglas of basque, and all these big techniques we need for the balls. Yeah? So, Maxime, you're going to be sure you are flat with your center and with your upper body to the lower part. You're going to make a flex on your standing legs. We're going to do 7 times with your left legs first because it's always more difficult. And then arabesque, right, left, and attitude, right and left. Okay? Mastro, I need this music. And 1, tati, que 2, tati, que 3, tati, que 4. Yeah? Look at him, follow him. He's going to find also his own rhythm because it's quite difficult. Ladies, have a look. And Mastro. Some music for both. Arabesque. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, and 7. Change. Good. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7. Change attitude. I want to be sure we're going to have a nice line standing up on your shoulder. So we're going to do this one. This is the last stretch. You're going to make your center and your legs together. You're going to cross your finger from the beginning. Maxime, if you want to be here, that's fine. Yeah? So you cross your finger. You're going to walk on your shoulder to find a good platform, like a triangle with your arms and your shoulder. We're going to bend to the right and left and right and left. Yeah? And make first in and make flex and turn out slide much more as you can find the turn out. We're going to do that 4 times. See? Breathe out. And be sure the camera is taking from profile. This is you, Kathy. You're going to be sure you're standing up on your shoulder, not like that. This is not enough. Now be sure one line on the top of your shoulder, center in line with your feet and shoulder. You need to stay. Slowly you go down. Don't put your legs here. Don't bend your center away. Keep your center up. Legs forward. Work your center. And then you're going to open. Relax 90 degrees. And from here, you're going to push on the floor, on the jambe. Be sure you keep on your center this time inside. Going up to your finger. 4 times 1. Then 2, 3, and then 4. And 5, actually each time 4 times. Pour the one to the side. Allongez your arms second, not like that as well. Keep distance with your ear and elbow. Don't overcross like that. Really classical, usual pour the bras. You move forward, voila, and arch behind. You come back on pushing, nothing like that. You should be standing up on your side. You're going to use your muscle to make this the jump. And leave your center. We're going to do the left side also. Open legs together, grand plié, and you have a large second. Stretch your ankles right and left on the music, everything. Breathe out for each stretch. You go back to the floor, flex your feet, and you develop it to the right. Center, and develop it to the left. Keep your shoulder pressed also on, not sitting like that. Of your back much more as you can here. Have to go back. Yes, I am now. Turn your head, center, 4 times. So on the music, twist really, go back to your shoulder much more as you can. Afterwards you need to close your eyes. Find your center much more as you can. And you give it first position, stay, and finish with music maestro. That's it, okay? You make sure when you do this split, first to push up and keep your standing side. Rond de jambe. I'm very picky with this correction, okay? It is, if you don't have the possibility to lift your legs up to your center in one line, you can put your hand on the back. Okay? You remember this one, yeah? Your legs on the hand. Listen to me, I'm talking at the same time to be sure we're together, yeah? Well, Maxime, you can stay like that. But you should, or you do like that, or you can go to no position if you want like that, okay? At any moment when you feel you cannot do it, yeah? Walk on your shoulder, make a nice platform, Jennifer. Voila, you should feel comfortable with your wrist and your 2 shoulders. Wow, nice. Slowly, stomach,